course, it started early. I haven't even got the rest of the stuff up yet. All right, let's do this right. What is up, YouTube? It is me, the Cartisan MC, on the road again. Get you like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. And I will try to entertain you with my stuffy nose while I sprint myself to work. As we have a power outage again. The second in 3 days, 4 days. So I was not hearing my alarms. They just went off. One went off, but I was thinking it was the earlier alarm and not the later alarm until everything in the house start powering up. And I was like, what? I know my house is not possessed, so the power was restored at 7 o'clock. Awesome. So now I get to race to work and do that. And I figured, since I'm here, what's good, Malika? I figured, since I was rushing to work, I can give you one of those Cartisan MC streams. So if you didn't know, last Sunday, the Hero's Journey stream was yanked down by YouTube and copyrighted because on said stream, I started showing pieces of Disney Plus pole to pole with Will Smith, right? With Disney Plus, Will Smith, and that Geo production. I was showing clips from it or pieces of it on stream, and me and Beastly Nerd were sitting there talking about it. Well, at some point when more people started coming in to hear the conversation, YouTube got sensitive and yanked the stream down. Now, when they do one of these, guideline violations, they pull the whole stream. You can't even see it. You as the content creator can't even see it on YouTube. So it's just gone now, right? So I didn't think I was in complete violation because I was stopping it and I was talking over and it was an educational point, right? So I appealed it and took my class on what's third party and what is not third party usage. And it finally came back yesterday, I believe, that no, we rejected your appeal, but thanks for applying. The video's still gone. So it left me the same place I was on Sunday, which is one of the reasons I do not stream directly through YouTube is for that reason. For that reason. I don't want my video to all of a sudden arbitrarily end up gone and I don't have a copy of my own work. No. So I still had a copy of the unedited version of that stream. They got shut down. Right? So I have it. Now, to be, fair in some senses, like, okay, let me play by the rules a bit. Say I did too much, okay, let me dial it back a little bit. I have a copy of the stream and I need to go through and edit out or blur out portions of the stream where I was using video and I wasn't talking, but it was still playing, even though we're both on the screen. So that's what I need to do to put it back up. The reason it hasn't been put back up yet is because I haven't had time to download it, put it into my editing software. But as you guys know, I was leaving to go play pool that afternoon anyway, so I was going doing that until later. And yesterday I was tired of shit, so still on the computer. I still got some other stuff to watch as well. But when I finish editing it, I will put it back up. So it's not gone forever. It's just gone for the moment. And I will go through that process, checking it and seeing if they want to kick it back again when I re-upload it. So that's why I'm not giving a time frame on when it will be back up. I know if I spend some time tomorrow, because I have league tonight, if I spend some time tomorrow getting it edited, putting it up, it's up to YouTube how long they take to, look it over and say it's okay for me to put back up, and then that stream will be up. But I don't have a time frame on their movement, so I can't tell you exactly that'll be back up. But it's not lost; it'll be back up, and I will try to edit it down to where, excuse me, I'm not running it into the third party so much, but the message and the ideas still get out there about manhood, conquering fear, and figuring yourself out. So I personally thought there was some gold in there. And by them taking it down, nobody gets to see it. This is par for YouTube. My videos usually get a 24-hour hold, 48-hour hold on them anyway when I do my live streams. And it would be for something as simple as music, intro music. Even though I'll end the stream, edit that part out when they're finished, farting around with their processing. I'll edit that part out and put the video up, leave the video up, and then they will still want to go back and say, oh, well, you had these 3 songs in it, so that could be a copyright. They're already edited out, dummy. I already took it off. Why are you holding up the video? So they do that every stream, and that's why I'm not overly worried about it. I know when it's going to happen. I know when it's not going to happen. And surprisingly, some days it doesn't happen at all, even though I got songs on there. So it's just a weird thing. I view it like the Matrix. There's some rules you can bend, there's some rules you can break. And copyright shit gets bent all over the place, all the time on YouTube. It just depends how big of a they may not worry about it so much. Plain and simple, they may not. And understand me, it's not necessarily how many subs you have. It's how much ad revenue they can get off of you, right? How much money are you making them? Then they won't care. Other than that, they may hammer your ass. And it's usually people who are trying to crawl out of the basement who get hammered the most. So it is what it is. So when I finish editing the video, I will put it back up, and then you guys can see the conversation and stream that we're having. It was going to be a short stream anyway, but I believe the points that we are making about what Will Smith was learning on that journey he was on and how that journey relates to manhood were important. So that is why I'm making sure the shit gets back up. That's why I fought for it. That's why I'm surprised it got taken down. But, whatever, fuck. It is what it is. I will say, I don't see him in here right now. But Andre, you the harbinger, bro. You are the harbinger. Andre show up, shit get weird. So it's not your fault, but you are a harbinger. Because as soon as I saw it in the chat that you popped in and was yelling copyright, was when I realized that the stream was down. I'm like, so if the stream is down, how the hell did he get in here and say copyright? Whatever. I don't look at the stream while I'm recording it. I only see it on the streaming software that I'm using. And since that is third party, YouTube has no truck over. So my copy stayed on my streaming software and on my computer. Fun. So as a warning, what's good, Aria, AB? As a warning to content creators, make sure that you download your live streams, especially if you do long live streams. You can do it. Just make sure you download it into your own server. Because when you stream directly through YouTube, they actually own it. They have it. And if they decide to shut your fucking channel down today, you have no catalog of stuff you can put back up. You can't go over to Patreon or some other service and put up all your videos again. You won't. Because YouTube will have destroyed all of them. And that is your work. Right? If the internet is forever, this is your legacy. And what is your legacy? Wiped away when they fucking feel like it. So take the lesson I learned from Angry Man. You download your videos. You take your videos off their server and keep them on yours. So if need be, like now, you need to put something back up, you can re-release it. It's like that for most of my old Shop Talk Lives the first couple years. The reason you can't see them on my page is because I lock them up after a time. Because somebody was going back and trying to copyright claim my shit. And they were going back and stealing fucking jewels out of that shit. So I locked them up in private. And then I downloaded. So whenever I feel like putting that shit back up again, like, it's an anniversary. I got an anniversary for the channel coming up in 3 more weeks. I can play one of those old streams. I can re-release it, put it again, like a gold note. Then you can see stuff like me calling for Chadwick Boseman to be recast after he passed. You can see stuff like that. And you can see that, motherfuckers do be, no original content, just picking off of smaller channels all day. And make something huge out of it. More power to you. I didn't have time to do that shit. So every every year on the channel, like with Magic the Gathering, I move that year of content to private. Another year of content goes into private, where you will not see it on the channel. It won't show up on the channel. And that's why. And that's just guidelines for me to, in some ways, protect what I've done and to catalog and keep what I've done. So I knew I was going to get one. I thought I'd get it for just using the shit. I didn't know that they would. I didn't think that they would pull the shit down like I had used it too long because I thought I was pretty good about only doing so many seconds into the video. But it is what it is. You deal with what you deal with. You follow the guidelines or the lines on the road to try to keep from running into other people and other shit. So they spanked me. I got another warning, which is funny because my channel has had a warning on it for 2-3 years. And then they said they gave me a warning, there won't be another one. I was like, you never took away the other one. I did the class. That warning stayed on that channel forever. I didn't know I stopped having a warning. It shows up in my studio all the time. So in the future, I will do things a little differently and change it up. Also, while you guys are here, I will start doing these Cartisan MC streams. I will do them on the Geek Elite Assembled channel, just because I spent no time uh, building up that channel, and I had to go through and edit a lot of videos that I streamed over there at the same time I was streaming on Artisan MC channel, and they were getting copyrighted too. Not struck, but getting copyrights because it's the same video unedited. So I had to actually go through and manage that shit a bit. So it's more beneficial to me to actually, hop on one foot and hop on the other one every once in a while, just so I can keep that channel growing. There's 50 subs over there. I don't even know who the fuck they are. And sometimes they watch stuff over there. So I will try to put my Geek Speaks, possibly my Geek Speaks and the Cartisan MC streams over there. So there are live streams being generated on that channel and not just sitting there dead like most people do with their ninja channels. The channels they can go and look at other people's content, then run back to their main channel and repeat it. Simple shit. I don't see the point in doing that shit unless you don't want to throw direct support on somebody. But it's kind of chicken shit to me. I'm a Gen Xer. Like, I am who I am, barefaced, everywhere. It's the same me. Not hiding, not sneaking around. Moving a cut, I'm not hiding. So that was it. I want to let you guys know that before I actually got into work. If you couldn't hear me too good, apologies. It has been a week now of having get in touch with part of this cold that one of my teammates had. It hasn't got a good grasp on me, knock on wood, but it has been messing up my sinuses. And my voice dealing with snotty nose, mucus and shit, which I could have without a cold. Ooh, it's bright up. So that's it. I will say, since AB is in here, I didn't watch episode 4 of Starfleet Academy. I did watch Nerdrotic's review of episode 4 of Starfleet Academy. And here's the funny part. Here's the part that you might laugh at. I watched Drinker talk about it, and I watched Nerdrotic talk about it. I sent my mother the link for Drinker's view on Starfleet Academy because me and my mother had talked about it on Sunday. And I wanted to see what she thought of it. Now, that makes 2 Drinker videos I've sent to her because I wanted to see, psychologically, like research, how much it would rub her the wrong way. She actually agreed with that shit. Now, the funny part to it for me is that she agreed with what he had to say because what he had to say was on point. The show fucking sucks. My mother was saying the show sucks, right? She don't like it. It should be designed for her. She don't like this shit. She's having a really hard time with that show. And as I told her, Mom, I don't blame you. Me too. Well, those 2 videos she actually liked. The brain talking. I told her to focus on what Little Platoon had to say because Little Platoon is pretty sharp on media and stuff like that, right? She agreed with him. I didn't tell him shit about the dude, lifestyle or anything like that. Just that, listen to what he's saying. These are all Europeans, right? She agreed. She agreed with Drinker, right? I'm like, okay. Now the funny part is, what I didn't tell her was that Drinker has been regularly on Piers Morgan or Fox News. I didn't tell her that shit at all. Now, she agreed with what he had to say, but I know in the past I've sent her videos from BGS or Dr. T. She don't agree with them at all. She don't even want to watch the whole video. I'm like, this is really funny. So is it true that the white content creators' ice is colder? The white man's content is colder? Look, man, I don't know. Maybe it's just the points that they're bringing up were completely different, so maybe it works a little bit differently. But look, it's not below me to be kind of throwing some stuff out there and seeing how it works. Like, what do you think of this stuff? I'm an amateur till I get a PhD, motherfucker. I'm not a professional until I get a PhD. So, you don't mean I stop experimenting. You run experiments. You take notes. You do your research. So it was kind of funny. I was kind of tickled by that. I was like, damn, she likes the Drinker. She agreed with the Drinker. I'm going to send her something else to see if she agreed. Because we had to talk about the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and she wasn't feeling it. But I watched the Drinkers video because they're European, so they really like that kind of shit, right? They love the fantasy genre. And they were making some salient points on the fantasy genre and how it's been, watered down and just shit on. And I had brought those same points up to my mother, not their points, my own points, when me and my mother were talking about it. It's like, yeah, look, the rest of these shows suck. Rings of Power, all the rest of this stuff, these shows suck. The ones I watched, I stopped watching Rings of Power after the first season. I couldn't do it. No fucking way. It was too much. No, I don't want any more. No more cream corn, right? Or mashed peas, whatever that shit is the babies be eating and always spit up. So me and my mother having a conversation about that and how she wasn't liking the show. It was dragging too slow. And me going to bat for the show, like, no, it's actually good. I'm actually interested in this part. And the points that they were making about how in the Tolkien universe, this is a character in a show that actually has decent people in it that you care about, it's true. You might actually give a fuck about these people because they're not pieces of shit. Like, as much as I like House of the Dragon, they all fucked up. They just are. That's just what they are. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back at you. So, as much as I like Damon, Damon is not a good person. He's not. Amon, as much as I like that character, I think he's a badass. He is a badass and a bad person. Killed his own cousin over some childhood slight that the motherfucker held on to for forever. They're not good people. They're not. None of them. And if you know the story, they all gonna die. But I'm along for the ride. I'm sitting on my dragon and just watching it play out. So watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms is an actually decent person. Two of them in this world of people who are mostly not about shit. Where does that lead? How does that end up working? Well, that's the interesting part. That's the part I tune in for. Turn that all this heat off. The oven is toasty. So it'll be interesting to see if I can send her that video too and see if she agrees with it as well. And now that I've thrown it out in the universe, what the hell I was doing, it might work a little bit different. You know, when the species you are observing recognizes that you're observing them, they move different. You can say that they move a little bit different now because they recognize they're being observed. They feel it. But to her credit, she has gotten better. I will send her videos and she will actually watch the shit. She'll actually watch it. Because before she would reject that stuff out of hand. She would get through 2 minutes of a video I sent her for BGS. He hates women. I'm like, no, he don't, mama. He got women and daughters. He good. I want to. Don't send me no more of that shit. I was like, God damn, she got virulently upset. Like, you know, the hit dog holler. You got to recognize it when you hear it. Like, love her to death, but she is who she is. She just is who she is. So it's interesting to see that change over time a little bit, get a little bit more open. And as much as I can give her shit, you know, I was giving her a prop Sunday when I called her up. Thank you for teaching me these things, this, because it made me part of who I am. And I'm enjoying the fact that, you know, I went and got groceries in my vehicle, know how to make groceries, came home, put my groceries away, did my meal prep, made my dinner, cleaned my house and stuff like that. It was like, this is all stuff that my mother actually taught me. And I like the fact that I'm in my own place doing that shit. And I recognize, in a sense, this is where I should have been at 25. Now, at 25, I was married with kids doing all of this shit. But truthfully, I should have been there solo at 25 doing it. It just didn't work out that way. So I gave her props. Gave her props. Run over my coworker Gordon. I actually like him. Anyway, I'm here now. Yeah. See, studio, you know too. Eamon tried to kill his own brother. Look, Eamon a motherfucker, dude, but I love seeing Eamon on screen. And Drinker and them actually hit on it. It's because the actors are so damn good. The acting is so good. The acting is so good that you get wrapped up in the characters, even though the characters are pieces of shit. They are not good people, bro. Like Eamon, you might be able to hang out with Eamon until you did something that rubbed him the wrong way. You teased him or something. You gonna get that one dead eye, and that's the one that ain't got an eye patch on it. You gonna die after that. Same thing with Damon. Damon pretty fun. You can hang, you can party with him. He would kill you right at that party. You felt like it. Not that you had to do anything, just when you felt like it. You know what? I feel like starting some shit today. Fuck it. What they gonna do? Crazy world, man. Crazy world. Shout out to Mama MC. She's actually not an MC, Malika. She's not an MC. You know, black in a modern black family sense from Gen X. No, I have my father's last name, not my mother's last name, and her last name is not my father's last name. But I'll accept that, Mama MC. Yeah, she look good or bad, man. She made me who the hell I am. She had the biggest hand in raising me in some senses. So it is what the hell it is, good or bad. But I'm here at work. I need to get out here and go get this clock punched and get this day started and blow my damn nose. Thank you guys for coming through. So the Hero's Journey 101, Semicole 104 will be up sometime this week, at least before Sunday. So it'll be there so you guys can see it. I will blur out as long as they let me blur out the images. The audio will still be there so you can hear the conversation that's still happening. So just look for that. And I got league tonight, so see if we can get this Tuesday team rolling correctly. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Let me see if I can get this outro correctly. Yep, there it is. There it is. Catch y'all next time. Peace.